Hanap mo nang pwede natin pang-PT, pre.
Pang-PT? Saan?
Sa'yo, Maeda.
Ay, wait! Ayun nga pala, next week na pala yun. Paano yan?
Oo, kaya ako nag-iisip nito.
Oo nga, no!
Uy!
Pre, paano kaya kung ganito, no? Paano kaya kung yung PT natin gawa na sa utak natin? Sa utak natin. Sa utak natin. Sa utak natin.
Paano yun?
Closer than most. I just need so much from you, and I want a better view. I want to look deeper into you, yeah. Closer, closer than close.
I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight.
Di ba ang galing?
Oo nga, no? Pero paano naman natin ita-transfer yun? Para namang imposible. Teka lang, parang masyado namang musical yun sa'yo, parang wala naman nagsasalita eh. Ganito, paano kaya kung paano kung may nagdodrawing para maganda? Ganito.
Hey, welcome to an introduction about the benefits and consequences of media. You know, it's interesting because the way we relate this to you is through media. Well, now, let's get started. So, media is really powerful. It enabled and catalyzed some sort of global connection and communication across great distances. Worldwide doesn't even cut it. Satellites outer space also use media to send messages, and it expanded the boundaries for the transfer of information and allowed the opportunity for our society to be called the Information Society. So with a testament to its own power, one can ponder or insert that quote of Spider-Man would come in sooner or later. And that quote is, with great power comes great responsibility. Now this is really true. The utility of these devices or platforms bring about freedom to do things, and that freedom, however, may be sometimes abused. So here are the pros and cons. The pros. Number 1. Global connectivity. Media keeps people globally in touch with people through platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and the like. Next, empowerment of education. You can study through ebooks and online resources. Number 3. A promotional platform. With global connection, it's easy to spread the word. Number 4. Collaboration. Media made collaboration exponentially cost efficient. And finally, free speech. Through media, anyone has a right to express themselves. The cons. One con of media is that it can be used for crime. You can be slandered, libeled, or bullied through media. Number 2. The entertainment offered in various media is quite addictive. Number 3 and 4. Exposure to profanity and negative pop culture. Even if it's widely accessed, media could sometimes expose not suitable images. And number 5. False information. Through media, information can spread really fast and it can cause public unrest and even danger. So that's it, the pros and cons of media.
Ang ganda ng drawing. Paano yan?
Oo nga, paano nga? Oo nga, meron na tayong info. Meron na tayong drawing. Parang wala naman tayong magandang performance. Parang showmanship rin. Paano kaya yun?
Laban na lang!
Tingnan mo nga, tingnan mo. Parang
Help me help you.
what's up, hello YouTube, and now we're gonna make a vlog, but this is not just any vlog. So we're gonna talk about media literacy, man. So this is crazy. It's like the first time we've ever discussed media literacy in YouTube. So, media, dude. What is it? Why do you have to be literate about it? Well, it's about time that you have to know. We need to use it correctly this time. There are so many trends in YouTube, like if you already have witnessed the Logan Paul video, it's one of them. We need to learn how to use it correctly because media is such a powerful tool and we're using it for all the wrong reasons, man.
What makes you say that?
Like, for example,
So, I recently seen a Logan Paul video and it was crazy. So, I think that I might do one as well. So, check this out, check this out, guys. Look, this guy's sleeping. Look.
see what I mean?
No, I'm a maverick! I'm a maverick!
So, that was just acting, right?
Yeah.
That was pure acting.
No, that
It was acting. It was acting.
for me.
Okay, whatever. So we have two types of literacy that we're gonna talk about today, that we're gonna show you how you're gonna be really media literate and both information literate. So Kouji, can you talk about how you can be media literate knowing that what happened to you earlier wasn't really favorable?
Oh, well, disclaimer, what happened earlier was just acting. This is all fake, you know. So yeah. Media
Finish you
literacy.
off, man.
Media literacy.
Help me help you.
Media literacy is defined as the ability to access, analyze, evaluate, and create media. So basically, you know how to use media, and you also know the proper approach to it. I'd like to tell you that this comes hand in hand with information literacy, as we are in the information society era already. You want to be able to use your media utility privileges for good. And that isn't easy with that many bad examples out there. But it's doable. Think of it as your way of serving as a light for others that may have been led astray by some established unethical norms of the internet. Being a media literate person means that you are both a disciplined and productive member of the information society. Keep in mind that media literacy is a skill, so it's something that you develop. For a concrete guideline, media literate users are able to develop critical thinking skills, understand how media messages shape our culture and society, recognize that what the media maker wants us to believe or do, recognize bias, spin, misinformation, and lies, discover the parts of the story that are not being told, evaluate media messages based on our own experiences, skills, beliefs, and values, create and distribute our own media messages, and advocate for media justice.
Well, that was interesting. That was a really insightful presentation you had there. That was amazing. That was like not a vlog. Well, how about you, Vaughn? With your hair on fleek tonight and your intellect intact. Let's see. How much do you know about information literacy, bro?
Info literacy.
Information literacy is a quite intriguing term. I mean, everybody who has been taught how to read and communicate should be able to be called an information literate, right? Well, no. Information literacy, like media literacy, is a skill and a form of discipline. Information literacy is a set of abilities requiring individuals to recognize when information is needed and have the ability to locate, evaluate, and use effectively the needed information. This become increasingly important due to the near omnipresence and multitude of information through the various media platforms. An information literate person knows how to approach these things properly. Remember that I told you that information literacy is a skill, right? So even if you may have gotten some information etiquettes wrong, let's say not citing sources after you use them in research papers or believing in unofficial declarations, that doesn't make you a lesser of a person you already are. It's a skill, and it needs to be developed through experiences and enough determination. Information literacy helps you the most in tackling the perils of unfiltered media, and it will help your productivity a lot. Information literacy forms the basis of lifelong learning. It is common to all disciplines, to all learning environments, and to all levels of education. It enables learners to master content and extend their investigations, become more self-directed, and assume greater control over their own learning. An information literate individual is able to do the following: determine the extent of information needed, access the needed information effectively and efficiently, evaluate information and its sources critically, incorporate selected information into one's knowledge base, use information effectively to accomplish a specific purpose, understand the economic, legal, and social issues surrounding the use of information, and access and use information ethically and legally.
Well, now that you have learned about that, I guess it's time to use what you have learned and make sure that you conduct proper net etiquette when you're online. Am I right?
Paano nila?
Oo nga, no. Bro, ano ginagawa mo, Brad? Brad, ano? Bro, wala pa tayong PT.